League team to do more driving as a means of getting better perimeter. Secondarily,
to get the defense out of position?
Yes. Players can't resist trying to help, and when they do, we'll make them fetch it.
All right. Maybe we send some Steve Nash MVP season reels. Few people ever did better.
It's possible. Let's talk about it.
What do I do?
He's a freshman, he's still a little raw, but I think the guy's the next one.
I'm just so nervous I'll do something wrong. Of course.
I'm serious.
We know.
You always are. Every year you're sure that's gonna be nice.
That's not true.
Okay, I'll hold it.
My kid's ice cream last weekend.
Oh yeah?
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Here are the five for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton is out there with James. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's MP. And it's Doncic in at the two-guard position. Now here's MP. Out left to the wing. Here's Ayton. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And look at Ayton finding that rhythm, getting his shot off fast.
Pass to Walsh. Back to White. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by the Lakers. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked. As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
Now James, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. From deep, MP can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. Inside, here's Kata, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, White doing a nice job that time, working around the defense and finding the open man.
Ayton, a screen on White. And here's Doncic outside. The shot no good.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Gonzalez misses.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Doncic.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Reeves, the pass to MP. To the middle. That one's good from James on the assist by MP. James has got 5 points.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. To the inside. Keita gets the bucket. Keita's got his second basket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's MP. Last game out, he had 38 points. And there's the drive. Gonzalez pulls it in.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Offensive rebound. Brown against Reeves. Clock at 6. Brown passes to Gonzalez. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. He's got 6.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Down low. Here's Keita. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Outside White. Pass to Walsh. Brown scanning the floor. Outside White. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Ayton, a screen on White.
He did not want to pick up his second foul this early. Now he's got to be careful.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. From deep, here's Doncic. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got 4 rebounds now. White against Reeves. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Brown. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. 3-pointer Pritchard. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Burke, it's good.
He was cold, but that basket might get him going. 1 for 6 now.
Boston on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Brown with it. Now guarded by MP. Pritchard from outside. And the Celtics another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And let's take a look at the first-year players who have really brought it on the offensive end. Here are the NBA's leading rookie scorers. MP is second.
And it's always hard to predict how easily young players will adapt to the league. But on the offensive end, he's really hit the ground running.
Well, you know, hey, as a rookie, it's always hard to earn the respect of coaches, but he's earned every minute he's gotten this season. Just a terrific offensive threat.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. But you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
Now here is James. He's got 5. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Hayes is checked in for Ayton. MP high post. Brown's there. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Here's Doncic. The Celtics making their last shot. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Hachimura's checked in for James. MP against Brown to the paint. Here's Cato, and he dunks it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Doncic with it. Pritchard picks him up. MP shot is off.
Hey, I think that green light they've given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Pritchard, the pass to White. Back to Pritchard. 4 on the clock. There's the screen. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers trail by 13. Here's Doncic. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Burke's got 4 assists in the game.
Doncic's always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
Now here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. White for 3. Good D by Doncic. The Lakers shooting just 38% so far in this one. Hachimura from long range. Nails it from 3.
Hachimura has the ability to torch defenses from deep and continues to work on this area of his game.
Well, Jackson Hayes, a rim-running center with explosive athleticism.
Yeah, he's a constant lob threat. I mean, plays well above the rim. He sets solid screens. He's got pretty good feet, so he's able to get out of his screens quickly. Rebounds, protect. The paint. I mean, he plays his role at a high level, and he shot over 70% from the field multiple times in his young career.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. And the Lakers also making a change. Marcus Smart's checked in for Luka Doncic.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Hayes. He's scoreless. On the wing, Reeves. Hachimura with a screen on Pritchard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, hard to do. Dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Hachimura. He's got 5. Blocked!
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Hauser. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. White, good. White's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's MP. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
Oh my, powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint. He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Lakers trail by 14. Hachimura from long range. The rebound, Celtics. Kidd has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brown passes to Pritchard. They set a pick. Here's Keita. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Brown. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Pritchard, no good. And for the Lakers, they're shooting 41% from the field so far. Burke, it's good.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
Hauser outside. Brown against MP. Here's Keita. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And Boston with some changes. Vucevic comes in for Keita, and Garza's subbed in for White. MP scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And here's MP. Give him 8 points now. And here's Smart. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Burke's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Boston in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And so in the game for the Lakers, LeBron James out there with MP. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And it's good for 2. Pritchard's got 8.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
And it's Doncic missing. Boston leading by 17. Hauser passes to Pritchard. They set the pick from deep. Offensive rebound.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Here's James. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
Pass to Shireman. Now Hauser. Now here's Pritchard. Here's Shireman, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Walsh. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
And there's James from the arc. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Outside, Brown. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Brown's got 5 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
MP no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Takes a 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Doncic outside. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Brown against MP. Puts it up from 15. Jaylen Brown again. He's got 10.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly, the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Reeves finds MP. James outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
If you look at Brown, he's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
And we know Ayton has all the tools to be a top big man in this league. He just needs to show it on a nightly basis.
Pass to Brown from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Here's Pritchard. They set the pick. The three is up. Rebounded by LeBron.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Ayton, a screen on Brown. Burke, the pass to James. Queta pulls it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Brown. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Again, the miss by Boston.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Here's James. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Brown with it, now guarded by Ayton. Queta gets the bucket.
And we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Brown against Reeves. Ayton, a screen on Brown. Reeves against Brown. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. And the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got his second basket on the night.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
White, he's checked in for Boston. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for James. And Smart subbed in for Reeves. White, the pass to Brown. Down low. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's got 22.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
MP up top. Out to Hachimura. There's the three. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside, Brown. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. 17-point game. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. From deep, MP. Boston pulls it in. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game. So it's Boston now. The lead is 15. Here's Brown. Another miss by Brown. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And finished off by Hayes.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Queta gets the bucket. Queta's got 24 points.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And it's Burke missing.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Gonzalez passes to Brown. There's a minute 59 left to play in the half. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage. To the middle. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you know, for that matchup with the Thunder, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Lakers, they're still trying to get something started this year, currently at the bottom of the conference.
When I look at the Lakers, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me." It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Guys, back to you.
He keeps him guessing. Allie, thank you. White with it, guarded now by Smart. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. And Burke pulls it down. MP's got 4 rebounds now.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Pass to Gonzalez. Fires the 3. And Burke pulls it down. Burke's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Doncic. The 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Howdy, folks.
Well, right now for Boston, they've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part. They've got to tinker with...
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Boston Celtics.
I'm guessing my butt...
Glad you could join us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Lakers trail by 16. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Walsh in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Doncic against White. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Unloads from 13. No good off the glass. Celtics lead by 16. Here's Gonzalez. James with the block.
We've said it since day one. LeBron is a force on both ends of the floor.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's White. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Reeves, the pass to Ayton. White looking it over. Pass to Brown. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic left side. Launches it. It's rebounded by Walsh.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Walsh. Shot from the top of the key.
It energizes everybody when LeBron is locked in like this on the defensive end.
Here's MP. He's got 12. Now Doncic, defended by Brown. Lets it go from deep. Doncic, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Back to White. Pass to Brown. Here's Keita. Check by James. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Keita's got 26 points.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Pass to Gonzalez. Outside, Brown. 4-3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Burke. Down low, MP drops it in.
Yeah, well, Reeves is a fantastic passer at his position. His selfless attitude is a big reason why his teammates like playing with him.
And here's Brown for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Ayton with a screen. For 3, James. Leaps for it. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for Marcus Smart.
Yeah, steals are such a misleading stat sometimes. You can get 3 or 4 steals in a game, but then go 10 games without one. Steals feel streaky, like they just come in bunches. But for whatever reason, he's just not going on those steal streaks as often, and the numbers show it.
Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by Boston.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Doncic, no good. Boston leading by 13. Brown with it, picked up by Reeves. Walsh, and he lays it up and in. Walsh has got 6 points.
And Brown is quite unselfish as a player, always willing to get the ball to the open teammate.
MP with a step. James outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's precisely what they got to do right now. Attack the rim. And if you happen to get fouled, maybe you earn a trip to the line out of it.
Oh, here's White on the drive. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Well, White right there showing you he's opportunistic on offense. Saw the lane open up and exploded right through it.
Inside. Here we go. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Tipped away, stolen by MP. James, a screen on Brown. Burke, the pass to James.
Oh, wow.
Get out the way!
With authority.
Love that play call by MP, finding a way to create for his team.
White finds Brown. Outside White. They set the screen. 6 to shoot over Reeves, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. MP is second.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
Pritchard's checked in for Brown. Here's Pritchard. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Pritchard's got 10.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
We've seen this a million times. James using his incredible hoops IQ and getting to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Pass to Walsh. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. James with the ball. Give him 23. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, it's stolen away. Pass to Keita. White on the wing. And there's the screen. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic feeling it out a bit. James, a screen on Pritchard. It's tipped. Here's Gonzalez, covered by MP. The quick look, no good that time. Lakers trail by 12. To the inside. And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist by MP. Burke's got 8 assists here tonight.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
Pritchard, the pass to White. Pass to Gonzalez. Shot clock at 5. Pritchard from outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Here's Doncic. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And that's now 11 points for Luka Doncic.
That's a high IQ pass by Reeves. He sets up the guy who's most open.
Back to Pritchard to end the drought. Rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's James. And it's James inside.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Three-pointer Pritchard sends it home from three-point land. Pritchard's got 13.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he drops the first. Pritchard hits them both. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 11. Puts up a 3. Hauser grabs the board.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Garza passes to Pritchard. And here is Vucevic. He's covered by Reeves. The jump hook. And it's Vucevic getting it to go. Vucevic has got his second basket.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
Doncic passes to James. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's now 27 points for LeBron James. Brown against MP. Vucevic, a screen on MP. Clock at 6. Here's Hauser. And the 3 off target. Lakers. Trail by 11. James with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. From deep, here's Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by James. Doncic has got 14.
We typically see Doncic operating from the top of the floor. A little different to see him doing work from the corner.
It's good. And it's 6 points for Nikola Vucevic.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Boston leading by 8.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Free throw good. Brown.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And that one's good. James has got 29 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far.
And so it's the Boston Celtics earning this break in the action, up 10. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Austin Reeves, LeBron James out there with MP. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
My Lord, the agility on that size. Ayton's on another level.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Now here's Brown. Outside Pritchard. Connects from downtown. Pritchard's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
James against Brown. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute play. Nice ball movement by Boston. Vucevic, a screen on Reeves. 3-pointer Pritchard. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Doncic. Nice D from Brown. Boston leading by 11. Outside Pritchard. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Hauser outside. Pass to Garza. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. Brown against Reeves. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. James.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. MP up top. Power move from MP.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
James against Brown. Fires from deep. The Lakers with a rebound. MP's got rebound number 8 now. James double teamed. Pass to Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
And any opening on the arc is a good one for Reeves. He'll take that corner tray every chance he gets.
Pritchard finds Brown. Hauser outside. Puts up a deep 3. James with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
And he gets the bucket. And now just a 3-point Boston lead.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the fourth, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Can't quite put my finger on it, but something gave them a jolt, and now they're knocking down everything. We got some fireworks in store for us down the stretch.
And a basket there really helps to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, we'll see, though. I mean, it looks like that might be the case. They might need a few more like it, though, because that lead has been steadily dwindling.
Hauser outside. Pass to Brown. And stolen by Reeves. James outside. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Brown against James. Oh, they get a hand on it. James with a steal. Doncic outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Luka with the crafty shot fake. Outstanding at tricking the defense.
Doncic hits them both. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Pass to Burke. Takes the hit. MP still gets it to go.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Back to White. Just 5 to shoot. Boston, no good that time either. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic outside. Offline with a three. Boston's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Soft touch off the glass. Kid has got 28.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Kicks it out to MP. Three-pointer. Boston pulls it in. Kid is... For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Walsh. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown with a screen. Here's Walsh. The three. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 9 rebounds now. Doncic, a screen on Brown. MP with it. Now guarded by Brown. MP outside. Pass to James. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what? 2 decades?
Outside White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
Reeves against Brown. The shot by Reeves, no good. The Celtics shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Pass to Walsh. Here's Brown. He's covered by Reeves. Reeves against Brown. White on the wing. Three-pointer. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. James finds Reeves. And here's Doncic. Pass to James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
White against MP. Here's Gonzalez. Here's the pass to Brown. Rises up. Rebounded by Doncic.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's MP. Oh, ripped away. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Now Brown. Puts up the tray. Ooh, it doesn't go. The Lakers lead by 3. Now Doncic. MP. James.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Reeves against White. Here's the pass to Brown. Brown going to work.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot. You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
MP outside. Now James. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
The 3 is off.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Here's Ayton. White with a steal. 55 seconds left in the fourth.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Brown outside. screen on MP. And he nails it.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now, here is James. Now Reeves jacks up a three. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
White can't hit it. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill. All right, Dominic, appreciate you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching